Hi, I'm Mike. Let me tell you something about myself. In 2018, I first discovered the concept of financial independence. So, for the next few years, I focused on earning more money, saving as much as possible, not quite as extreme as Mr. Money Mustache, but also not far off. Then, in 2021, I said, screw it all, I can't live like this anymore. Life is too short. So, I quit my job and I went to Asia for a year. And let me tell you, I'm pretty happy about this decision and I would highly recommend it to anyone. Hello and welcome to you, the viewers of my very first YouTube video. My name is Mike. I was born and raised in Switzerland. I am a former engineer, and after traveling in Asia in 2022, I currently live in Taiwan. On this channel, I want to explore how to live a financially independent life without actually being financially independent yet. Why another FI channel, you might ask? To me, the FI journey is something that is very personal and very individual. No journeys are going to look exactly the same. However, I've benefited a great deal from people sharing their FI journeys. Not every journey resonated with me, but there were always some aspects of it that I found useful. So thanks to the many people sharing their stories, I was able to somewhat puzzle together how I want my FI journey to look like. With this channel, I want to add my own stories to the pool of public knowledge, hoping that it might provide some input to others on their FI journey. So what can you expect from this channel? I will talk about my backstory, what I was doing that has allowed me to be where I am right now. Like how I am an engineer by training, had a relatively low stress 6-figure job, thought I wanted to climb the career ladder, did a second degree in business, and then how FI led me to decide to no longer use either of these 2 degrees. I will share with you what I was doing during my year off, amongst others how I went from this to becoming a surfing instructor on a whim. Small advice, don't start surfing unless you have a lot of time to practice. How I realized I don't really enjoy traveling, or how I got to live in Taiwan where I plan to improve my Mandarin. Seriously? Don't learn Mandarin unless you have a lot of time to study. Why am I doing this to myself? How I developed a love-hate relationship with learning how to code, and why I am now doing it more as a hobby. I will talk about what I am planning for the future. More concretely, my idea is to eventually be in a position of not having to be an employee. And like most finance/self-improvement-ish oriented YouTubers, I will attempt to build multiple income streams and take you along. I'll share with you how I am keeping myself afloat and pay my bills. Spoiler, I am not a barista, although I should probably look into it. Maybe I really like it. I want to introduce you to concepts of FI and related topics that were really helpful to me, such as mini retirements, Ikigai, and Coast-Fi. And at some point, I will also elaborate on the meaning of this channel's name, Coasting Ikifi. And lastly, I want to talk about mindset and how mine changed over time. I went from trying to save as much money to reach FI as quickly as possible, ideally in my 30s, to adapting a more moderate and relaxed approach. And I also want to talk about how this mindset change helped me to be less on autopilot and regain being more in charge of my life. It has already enabled me to do things that I previously thought were not feasible. It gave me the courage to quit a well-paying job without having a follow-up job lined up. It enabled me to take time off, to go travel, to live in foreign countries, and to further explore what my values are and where my passions lie. If this sounds like something you're interested in, please consider subscribing. Thank you for watching and see you next time.